Welcome back, everyone. Wanted to go over something today that I don't know if a lot of people use, but I find very handy as a GM. That's the tactical console. What I've loaded up here is I've actually got, well, and I don't know if many people know this or not, but within a single portfolio you can have multiple characters. What I like to do is I have a portfolio called Whole Party, and within it I've got a bunch of the characters. I was going to say we can look at them here. There we go. All these guys here are all in this portfolio. I could delete them out by doing that here if I want, or I can duplicate him. But what I want to do is look at the tactical console. So here it is. This displays my whole party, and I can do a variety of things with this. First of all, let's just take a look here. We can save it. We can pull up any character. We can create a new character. You know, it's very much the same stuff that we had before. What's interesting though is when we can start a combat, you can see everything's changed. It automatically calculated initiative. These are the initiative values for the characters. And let's take a look at one of these characters real quick, just to see what we're looking at here. This is a 6th level fighter named Orzel. This is his hit points. This is all kind of a quick view. Got an AC 26, 15 touch, 23 flat-footed. His saving throws, if he's flanking, perception, speed, the weapons he's using, stuff like that. If I select this, there's two things here. One, if I select this, it will make him the active character in the background. So as we see right here, Flax is our active character, and Flax is way down here. But I'm going to click on Orzel, and you should see this change. And hopefully it'll go quick. There we go. Change to Orzel. He became the active character, so I could go in here and make changes to him. It's just like any portfolio at all. As you can see, I can't make him active character again, so this went away. If I want to do some damage, I want to apply damage and healing to the character, I can click here, and I get this little button or little page that comes up. It just has a lot of the special stuff that's on it. So, like right now, he's flanking. I could take that off. If he becomes blinded, I could take care of that. There's some adjustments that are on. There's some tactical notes. But I can just assign hit points here as well, and these are assigning them to the character, just like you would on your normal character sheet. Some other things here. This is showing special abilities that they have. Here again is just kind of a breakdown of the same information. There's some skills and stats, that kind of thing. This is things dealing with the attacks, the weapons, and whatnot. If they have spells, here would be the listing of their spells. And if they have any conditions that are currently going on. Now, a couple things here, like we can re-roll the initiative. Let's say something went wrong, or we got to re-roll that. So I'm going to re-roll this. Okay, and it readjusted it. I was going to say there's also another way. Let's say that Clarion's Eidolon, for some reason, gave me the wrong number. Okay, told me the wrong one. So I need to adjust him, and I need to go down. I can click down here if I want, or I can click right in the box, make a number, and then click outside, and that number will take effect. Now, this button comes up when they're out of order. If I hit resort, this 10 should jump down right in here someplace, depending on their agility. I'm not sure who will go in what order, but it resorts them back out. Yep, my line came in below. You have three options that you can use for your character. You can take an action, you can make an attack, or whatever the case is. I can delay an action, or I can ready an action. And if I take an action, he'll just drop to the bottom, and the next guy in the order will move up. We'll just go ahead and do that. See, and it says that he's already gone. If we want to delay an action, we can click this. You'll get a big line come in. So he's just kind of waiting. He can go anytime. I could have him go now. If we do the same thing with Flax here, you can see it still leaves him up there, but it goes on with the other guys. So we can go back and say, oh, now he wants to do his thing, and he goes. Something that the system does, which I'm not necessarily a big fan of, but it's just the way that it works. It puts your horses in here. I wish there was a way to get rid of those quickly. Now, what you can do, though, is you can remove the hero from combat. Let's say for some reason Clarion has decided to wander away. So he's not involved in this combat at all. I can click this button and he gets next to him. So when I go through the order of the characters, he won't jump into this order at all. You normally have to do that with the horses just to get them out of combat. If I want to bring Clarion back into the combat, I can just do that. If your horses are involved in combat, by all means, feel free to use them. I'm just going to stretch this a little bit so I can try to get the whole thing in. There's also little buttons on here that allows you to move a character up and down through the list for whatever reason you want. You could take them straight to the top, move them up one, move them down one, that kind of thing. Move them to the bottom. And that's pretty much it with the tactical console. If you go into the next round, of course, it'll tell you, what to do. Just puts everybody back in the order that they should be in. And if you want, it tells you what round you're in. So if you're trying to keep track of conditions, maybe a spell lasts for 3 rounds or something like that, you can easily do that. When we're done, we can just end the combat, and everybody drops out, and we could go into a new combat if we chose to. Now, something you can do here, let's say within your combat, I want to add a monster. No sense having a combat if there's no monsters. Now, if I want to import a hero, let's say I've created an NPC, I could do this. Or if I want to import a stock hero, I can just click there. And it'll give me a listing of all the monsters, provided I have the books and stuff to do that. So let's say that they're going to fight a giant. So I'll click on the giant. And it thinks about it because my PC is kind of slow. Naturally, we'll run into a problem now. Okay, my screen is back now. So what it's done is it's gone into anything that's called a giant, and it's listed all of them. And I can say, okay, I want 1 cloud giant in there, I want a frost giant, and 2 stone giants. Just click OK. It says, do you want to bring those in? Yep, I do. And it'll give them, it'll just throw them in here. There we go. All of them are right in there. As you can see, the information is very similar. If I do a new combat, it will create the initiatives for them and drop them in the order that they should be, and then number them if there's more than one. So it's a good way of keeping track on the board, also on the tabletop, if you're using miniatures to know which one's which. I always put a little die with that number next to it so I know which one is which. Now, when the combat is done, let's end the combat here. We'll see that our giants are still there. So we want to get rid of those. So we go to the portfolio, delete hero. Now I want to delete more than one, so I'm going to delete multiple. I want to say I want to delete all of these giants here. I'll do that. And I want to delete them, yes. And it'll remove them out of my list here. There you go, and I'm back to where I started. That's pretty much it for the tactical console. It's a great tool for GMs. So that's it. So thanks for joining us.